Hello, 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 all you beautiful people. My name is Sonia Marie. For any other cross watchers out there that do not know who the heck I am, hello, that be me. Y'all, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm fresh off of a week-long break, so to speak, after our third annual Word Life Astrology Retreat. I'm going to get into that in a minute as I allow some people to roll on in because I just love when the folks roll in and I want to say hello. Just want to wait till they get here. Hi, Lulu. What's going on? Hi, Yaya. I'm so glad that you're here. Bijou, Bijou. What's happening with you? Oh, this is a beautiful thing. I'm so happy to be back and to talk to you and to share some insight that we had. Hi, Ange, about the retreat and what's going on this week. I feel energized. Plus, I had a little bit of tea. For those that know me, when I have a little bit of tea and I hit my laps, I'm all ready to go. Hi, sweetie, how are you? Oh, Makeup by Cressida. Love to see you in here. Lucinda is here too. Ms. Limitless, you are limitless. That's right. Blessings to you. Hi, Tiana. Hope everything is well with you and your friend. Jua. What's up? Kiss them babies for me. Rich Brown Girl and Tuesday Hall. Oh, Tuesday. That is your name in sign language. We just learned that yesterday. Tuesday. You do the T, you turn it around and go, shake it. That's Tuesday. Right, Lou? Anyway, just trying to drop off some information about ASL and support your folks. We're at the end of National Deaf Awareness Month. I haven't forgotten. I was going to put something up, but I got so busy. So I'm giving all my energy and all my light to all those who are hard of hearing or deaf. We love you, we appreciate you, and we respect you. All right? I just wanted to say that. You're so welcome, Lou. You know I love you. In any case, so again, Happy Awareness Deaf Month. My brain is in 5 different positions. I also wanted to tell y'all about the retreat really, really quickly. Really quickly. It was bomb. It was very interesting in the sense that I came on Instagram last week sometime, and I was fresh off of it, and I really didn't have a chance to kind of go over what it is that I felt about it. Peace to you, hey Vaughn. I hadn't really delved into what it is that I felt about it until recently, till yesterday, believe it or not. But I want to share with y'all with this retreat, not only, well, what it opened my eyes to, what it is that I've learned, and so on and so forth. First of all, being that this was the 3rd annual retreat in Sedona Mago Retreat Center, in Sedona, Arizona, we were a little familiar with the land. We knew what it had to offer us. We knew we were ready for something transformative, especially because our lives have been transformed on so many different levels, right? So we were ready. I'm thinking first and second was highly emotional. There was a lot of emptying. There was a lot of emptying, a lot of releasing and crying and recognizing the love in each other. This year, I challenged all of us. It was the biggest challenge for me, to be quite honest with you. Give me about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go into what this week is about. So if you want to fast forward and you don't want to hear what happened at the Word Life Astrology Retreat, go on and do that thing. But this year, I challenged all of us in the sense because COVID is happening, we can't really hold on to one another. And I said, well, you know what? Let's roll with that. Spirit said, yeah, do that. Let's roll. Spirit said it first, and then I said it actually. But anyway, Spirit said, you should do that. Okay. So don't touch anyone. Try not to hug at all. I really made it like a rule, but there's a couple of people that like to break rules, namely and very sweet and lovable Aquarius that will go nameless, but her name rhymes with Boosie. I'm just going to say that it rhymes with Boosie. So she was the only one that kind of went out there and hugged everybody when we were trying to be forced with a challenge to not hug people. Boosie. I'm just saying, if you know somebody that rhymes with Boosie. So the bottom line was that challenge was to, it actually went along with our theme and being strong and keeping the strength within ourselves. You know, Aquarius, Bijou, Aquarius, Aquarius. To keep the strength within ourselves, to be safe, you know, give people respect. If they have to go home to a house full of elders or people, you know, and or they're a little skittish about getting COVID. Thank God and knock on wood, everyone was safe. We all got there safe amidst the fires and all of that, and goddamn COVID and just being available, coming through the airport. Yo, first of all, before I go any even further, thank you to the Aligned 29. The 29 women that came together and aligned for this particular purpose was to regain strength within ourselves, regain power within ourselves. Instead of hugging and being tactile, which oftentimes is great. I love to hug. I get really big, juicy hugs. However, remaining strong and rooted in who we were, the challenge was to keep your strength and give the strength through the eyes, give the strength through love, give the strength through vibration and energy. And we succeeded on so many different levels. It was a very big crossing, so to speak. It was hard not to hug because people are crying, people are breaking through some things, but I remember a mentor of mine said years ago, and this is what I passed on to the Aligned 29 women that came together. And by the way, Squirrel, this is going to be a long broadcast, so I hope y'all ready. Because I just have a lot to say. I just want to talk to y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. Okay, so beside the fact that, you know, there were men that signed on. This is not a women's retreat. But Mago, Sedona Mago Retreat Center, does mean women. Mago means woman, and every year women have come together. This year, 2 of them dropped off due to COVID and some other pressing engagements that they just had to break away, and it's all good, and the women came together. So in any case, I just wanted to throw that out there in case somebody's worried, like, is it just women? No, it's not. Men are invited, but Mago said women, so we made that happen. So here's the bottom line. A mentor of mine said to me that sometimes when we cry, when we're releasing information, we're releasing emotional stuff that's on us. When people touch us, oftentimes it breaks that. Oftentimes it shuts it down. You don't emote and or release to completion, so to speak, in that moment. So we in conjunction with God, said, let's just back up. Let's present that as a challenge. And in my opinion, it worked on so many different levels because we were, again, able to transfer love, support, courage, connection without touching. Until the very end, in which we couldn't stop last couple of hours, we was like, squeezing up everybody. But it turned out to be one of the most profound weekends I've ever experienced. I can't tell you that the first one was better than the second one, or the second one was better than the third, or the third was better than the first. They all had a particular purpose. And this particular purpose for this retreat was breaking roads, breaking habits. I always wonder why this woman cleans every time I do these things. It's almost like she knows I'm coming. You think she's listening? I'm just saying. And if that's the case, she could just sit across from me because I always feel like there's always so much going on when I'm outside. I'm not complaining. I'm just being observant. In any case, it was about breaking habits forcibly, seeing your reflection, holding on, like obviously and visibly holding on to shit that you have identified as your personality that you can't hold on to anymore. And that shit is crazy when you're trying to, have you ever seen somebody try to hold on to a habit, a way of being? And there's a room full of people that turn around and go, okay, anyway, what we were saying. And here's the deal. It's no judgment. Because I tell you, Lee, I don't know if she's on here. Lee said, I've never been in an environment where there's just so much love and women are not talking shit about each other. First and foremost, I'm going to tap myself on the back. Damn, we already 10 minutes in. Sorry, y'all, but I'm not. I just want to talk to y'all. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say that, there's a way in which you attract who you are. I don't like petty shit. I don't like talking shit about people behind their back. If there's something I'm gonna say it right in front of your face. You're always going to know how I feel. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you straight away because you asked it. And in my opinion, I believe I attract people like that. I'm not down for the petty and the backstabbing bullshit. We got way too much work to do to be dealing with petty nonsense, truthfully. And when people's roads are being crossed, when they are breaking these chains and we look over at them, there's no judgment. Again, there's no judgment. It's like, I think you better go handle that. And if you need my assistance, you gotta come to me for the assistance. Do y'all understand that? Yes, y'all? If you need my assistance, you have to come to me in this moment in time. Why? Because we're all dealing with some kind of crossroads situation. We're all breaking up our own habits. We all have concerns for what it is that we're going to do next. And we can't hold people any longer. Not in this moment in time. I'm not putting you on my back and carrying you across the line. That's a lot. I wrote a list of shit that I wanted to talk about, and a lot of it is coming out, but I'm going to reiterate when I get to this list. You understand? In this moment in time, everybody got a little bit of heavy. So when the room turns around and looks at you and says, yo, oh, that's your shit. That's that thing you've been trying to break for the last 25 years. I'm going to let you go on and do that thing. And if you need my assistance, just call me. I'll give you a word, and then I got to keep it pushing. That's what we experienced on so many levels at Sedona Margot Retreat. I'm not lying. Time to break it all. And if you didn't feel that, if you went, I don't know, just sit back and think about it. Just think about it. Feel it through. Touch the land again in your mind. On the real. We don't have time for this bullshit. Today is International Day of Peace, in which I say, I offer up to you guys to, in this moment in time, like, really, 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 not only be peaceful about what's going on around you, be peaceful within yourself, and be easy. I always say this, on yourself. On yourself. That's where the peace really, really begins. When you can walk through the street and you don't have any regrets, you don't have any burdens weighing you down. Excuse me. When you feel that all you've done yesterday, and today is what you have, like, yo, I did all I can do, I'm done, then you are peacefully walking. Peacefully walking. There's only so much we can do, y'all. There's only so much we can do. So as you are in your peace, extend that peace out to the world today, please, and every day if you can remember. Close your eyes for a minute a day and send light into the entire globe and allow that vibration and that energy to shape shift and go into people and under people and in the foods that they eat and the water that they drink. You understand? Put that peace, that vibration out there. People don't recognize that they can be peaceful because they're so used to struggling. People don't recognize that joy is right there on your lips because they're so used to tasting pain. We have to be responsible for administering that. We can't expect people around us to fall in line with that. Some people just don't know. But if we emulate it, if we put it out there, somebody, somewhere, somehow will catch the wave. Will actually catch the wave. All right, let's get into this week. 55 minutes, or 55 seconds, 13 minutes. And, well, actually, we're at 14 minutes now. Starting with astrology. But I'm going to talk some other shit. Again, I have a lot to talk about. The sun is going into Libra tomorrow at 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. All the Virgos can stop bragging. Stop it. Your season is done. Done. We love you, Virgos, but now it's time for that energy, that cardinal energy of Libra air. Libra cardinal energy to step on in the room. Libra energy, regardless of what sign you are, represents justice, being fair, being balanced, but may I suggest that being balanced is sometimes being imbalanced? Like you have to find a balance in the imbalance. You understand what I'm saying? Being all right with what it is that you have. Otherwise, that Libra energy can stay forever indecisive, wavering, not knowing what to do. That's an interesting space to be in. When that Libra energy hits the planet, again, regardless of what sign you are, when a cardinal energy is indecisive, it's almost feudally powerful. The fuck does that mean? The way I see it, and the way I feel it, it's like this. When you have somebody who's a leader, an energy that is leadership energy, like Libra, and then you can't decide whether you're going this way or that. Can you imagine a group of people behind you doing the same dance, the same movement? Do you understand where I'm coming from? The bottom line is that Libra energy and you feeling that Libra energy have to do your very, very best to know exactly what it is you are leading your people, your family, yourself into. Otherwise, you can get caught in that crossroad again and become extremely indecisive and then throw a fit, be a brat in the middle of the goddamn road, want it your way, and want, for really, this is the bigger thing, want people to make a decision for you. Yes, y'all? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about Libra energy. I'm talking about this whole configuration of energy that's coming on the planet for the next 29 days, 28 days, give or take. Understand that. It's a big, big deal, especially while at the same time, simultaneously, you got Mars in Aries going retrograde until November 13th. So did you know that Aries and Libra is an opposite? Aries and Libra is the opposite. So if you have the sun shining in Libra energy, and then you have Mars, the planet of aggression and sex and confrontation, going in another direction, but it's going backwards in its own way. Again, that indecision is a big deal. That's one of the highlights. I'm telling you honestly, with that backwards Mars energy, that's going to be one of the things in which we have to pay attention to, being indecisive. Because we're leading somewhere, but then we don't know where we're going. We want to do this, but I don't know if I want to do that right. I don't know if I want to go over here. You said you was going to help me? Fuck you. I don't want you to help me. I want to go over here and let somebody else help me. They're not helping me either, so you get stuck in the road. Are y'all hearing me? Yes, y'all? It's that little cloud of confusion that can sit on all of us if we're not too careful. Wanting to move, wanting to go forward, but we can't. Wanting to be a leader and feeling so pompous and so right within ourselves, snarky and a little self-righteous because I know it exactly what it is that I want. And then you get stuck and say, I don't know, really? Let me get some more information. I'll call you back. You turn people off in situations with that kind of thinking and that kind of weight, that kind of movement. Understand where I'm coming from. Maybe not everybody, but somebody's going to be like, oh, I kind of want to help you, but if you don't agree or you don't admit that you're a little confused right now and you don't know what the fuck to do, how am I supposed to help you? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. This is just one slice of what this Libra energy can present for the next couple of weeks, all right? We all know that Libras love partnership. We all know that they're down for the win-win. We all know that they can be extremely, this is what I was saying on Instagram real quick, can be extremely snarky, somewhat cynical, because that energy, that cynical energy is all about making people in situations prove to them, to that Libra energy, that this is right and this is true and this is just and this is fair. That Libra energy has a way of making people prove it. Like, tell me more. Give me information. Convince me. Okay. There's a slice of that we need. Okay? Because we're going higher. And we have to be careful of where we're going. And did you mean by what I mean by going higher? Like, we're ascending. Vibrations are swelling. Things are not the same. Not just because of COVID shit. I'm talking about within us. Things don't work any longer how they used to vibrate. So here's the deal. That Libra energy says, you have to prove to me, you have to show me what it is that I need to be doing in order to go forward. Get as much information as you need, but I'm going to tell you honestly, the North Node in Gemini, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but y'all know me by now prayerfully, and if you don't, rewind the shit, because I will throw a lot of information out. And honestly, as a teacher, I like for you to put it together. So with the North Node being in Gemini, having to do with purpose and information, Libra energy is saying, yes, I need that information. But we have Mars going backwards in Aries, the opposite vibration. We still have three the hard way. You see how my brain goes? We still have three the hard ways, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter, all in Capricorn that doesn't necessarily like Libra energy. Again, you can get caught at the crossroads not knowing what is what, not knowing where you need to walk. Understand this, let me break it down a little further. Our partners and the people that we know and love are our reflections. Bottom line, point blank. Oh, Sonia, that sounds simple. Yeah, I know that already. You know, I see myself in them. Okay, so here's the deal. Are you prepared in this moment in time with all that configuration I was telling you, three the hard way, knocking shit down, creating new traditions very, very soon, Mars going backwards, keeping us mad, but not really, I don't know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? Are you really, really, really prepared, truthfully, to see the ugly in which you are being reflected? I don't know. I don't know. And what I recognize, what's coming and what's happening right now is a couple of different things. Right, see yourself. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I wrote down my little notes. I want to parlay this in there. When we start seeing our reflection in our partnerships, business relationships, one-on-one spousal relationships, people that we consider partners. Like I have really good friends that I consider my partners. Like they really like roll with me. They're not just friends. They like to handle certain things while I handle certain things. We come together and we make it fucking stellar. That's a partnership. They don't have to necessarily just be your friend, right? Are you really, really, really aware and or prepared to see that ugly shit that reflects from your partnerships? Are you really, really aware of doing that? Here's what's happening. Folks that are not really ready, this is what I'm experiencing. Folks that are not really ready are looking for charity, number one. Folks that are not really ready are looking to point fingers, number two. That charity piece is interesting, again, because it wants the information. I'm reiterating some shit, but I'm saying it a different way. It wants some information. You need to prove to me, to tell me what it is that I'm seeing is true. First of all, boys, wait a minute. I ain't got all kinds of time to figure out what the fuck you going through, and I got to figure out what I'm going through. And I'm not being selfish, y'all. I'm one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most giving people on the planet. But it does come a moment in which you got to swim your own ocean. And we are in that moment, in this moment in time, as well as looking at the sun in Libra, asking for our partnerships to show up for us in a way in which we have not seen before. That's the truth of it all. Our partners are not necessarily always there to roll with us and take the slack. Sometimes, to reiterate, sometimes our partnerships are there to reflect who we are. And we can sit back and look at ourselves. Just like I told you at the retreat, when you see somebody's shit come up and all 5 people turn around and go, the fuck are they dealing with right now? You good? All right, let me know if you need me. Reflection. You looking for a handout? You looking for somebody to help you with that? I'm so sorry. Especially if you're a grown-ass man or woman. Are y'all hearing me? Yes, yes, y'all? I see y'all making some comments, but I don't necessarily know what they're all about. But y'all with me? Give me some whys. Say yeah, peace, all that. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, y'all there. I feel like I'm rambling, but at the same time, I really want to be able to hone in on some points, right? Because this all has everything to do with what we're about to slide in. We are leveling up. Leveling up in a way in which we have to be responsible for ourselves. We have to be responsible for our partner by telling our partners, yo, you fucked up. You bugging. Something ain't right. And listen, if you don't want to tell them and you'd rather them kick rocks, send some light and some love out to them and allow them to roll. Partnerships are like that too. As the sun goes into Libra and exasperates that. Again, we have to be able to roll by ourselves in order to create better partnerships sometimes. This is what I'm suggesting right now. Don't look for charity. Don't look for anybody to help you through this threshold. You know what I also recognize? And this may or may not have anything to do with the sun in Libra. I told you I have a lot to talk about. I recognize that there are some people in this leveling up space. In this leveling up space of, I don't know if y'all have, and y'all let me know. I've been feeling real dizzy. We were in Sedona and I was walking the path, and next thing you know, like a dancer, I like took this little trip. I didn't fall, but I like did this dance and went over to the side and turned around like I was about to fall. And it was so weird, but I felt like it was energetic, if that makes sense. Whenever we are leveling up, when our vibration is getting higher, when spirit is calling us to reach our higher self, there is our spirit, and then it's the higher self spirit that has that deep ass red phone connection with God and with all of our angels and our guides. We are being called, that's the level up. We are being called to get out of our body a little bit and to go right up to that higher self and to exist there so we can what? Coast the fucking madness. Are y'all feeling me? Yes, yes, y'all. So when that happens and you feel a little dizzy and you feel like, oh wow, I don't know what it is I'm doing, like you feel a little out of sorts or whatever, this is what happens. A lot of things happen, right? You feel, again, like, for me for one, I'm like, I'm ready for it. I don't know if y'all ready to level up and to tap into that higher space and actually cruise, but some people panic. Some people panic because, first of all, they're comparing their level up to somebody else's level up. Comparison is surely, honestly, probably the top three ways in which you can slide into somebody's depression. My life is not your life. Your life is not her life. Her life is not his life. We can't compare our journeys. So when we're leveling up and you think somebody is leveling up in a way in which you would like to, you are envious of, people start to get desperate and start to hold on. So they start to want to know everything that you know, everything that you can do. What are you doing? Can I get the quick fast? Can I get the fucking Cliff Note version? Can you let me know how to get there sooner than soon? Because I feel the level up. I just don't know if I'm prepared and if I'm ready to handle it. First and foremost, your level up is your level up. Wherever you're going is where you're going. People in this moment in time may not be able to make it with you. How fucking oxymoronic is that with the sun and Libra dealing with partnerships, and we have to really stay away from our partnerships and look at them in a different way nowadays. Just nowadays, just right now. Dig that. That's servicing you without hugging you, like we did in Sedona. That giving you strength, giving you power to be the best person you can be within this relationship, within this partnership or other partnerships, but not placating your ass and holding you. Nah, you can't do that no more. I have a bunch of stories like that. Trust and believe. I've been out in California for 27 years. And I've had friends and family members want to jump on the bandwagon, but can't jump on the bandwagon. I'm not talking shit about nobody. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. Please, please. There are times in which we can assist, and there are times in which we need to be by ourselves to be a better partner in the future. That's all I'm saying. We can't assist always. There are people who are desperate, trying to catch on a wave. There are people who are really holding on, who will placate, who will actually fake it and get to a level up and crash and burn. Appreciate where you are, please. And in this moment in time, if you are ready to ascend, in my opinion, and touch that higher self more, all you got to do is close your eyes after this broadcast and say, I surrender. I'm going wherever it is you're taking me, Spirit. And I mean that to the bottom of my freaking toes. Just close your eyes and surrender. And appreciate right where you are, man. Stop holding on to people. Comparing yourself to situations. Dragging people down with envy, with temper tantrums. You understand? With jealousy. It's not necessary. Relying on old tactics, punishing tactics, not wanting to talk, silent words. Yes, I said silent words. Funking up the room. Tapping into spaces that are not necessarily useful, but then you want to pass it off like it's useful just so you have something to say. Making yourself bigger than what you're really not in this moment in time. No judgment, you're just not there. So what you talking about? What you giving information for? If you're not completely there, you just want to show up as that person who may know. Are y'all following me? Yes, y'all. I feel like I'm rambling. But I swear all of this is just coming out because it's this shift that's happening. Bust this. Want some more astrological understanding of it all? On Thursday, Mercury will conjunct Mars. Okay, that's a nice little moment. If there's a moment in which you want to speak justice and fair into a relationship, into a situation, you want to be able to clear the way, you can do that on Thursday. Even though Mercury and Libra will be opposition to Mars in Aries as it's going retrograde, maybe what you say and what you can convey to one another is a reminder of who you are. That makes sense? Because that Mars is going retro, you want to talk. You want to talk about what it is that you feel, what can bring you closer, because it's in Libra, what can bring you closer to the partnership, even though it may not seem like it's going in the right direction right now because Mars is in Aries going backwards. Say what you need to say on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday. And if they don't believe it, trust it, grab onto it, just let it sit there. Oftentimes people think, well, why I got to tell such and such if I've been telling them all along? Well, because people hear things differently in different ways. And if they're worth having around, then explain to them in a way, and it's coming from this perspective. I'm changing. I'm not her anymore. So this is my Thursday suggestion. Mercury, opposition Mars, that's going retro, right? This is me. I'm changing. Clarity, Tatiana said. I'm changing. I'm not her anymore. So if you'd like to get a rise out of me, some support out of me, some understanding and some love, is it possible you can communicate this old adage situation in a whole different light so we can move forward? We're not moving retrograde, even though Mars is retrograde. We're going up. We're going up. Trust and believe. This Mars in retro moment is just making sure that we're cleaning the motherfucking slate. Because what we're bringing in to this world after December 21st, 2020, and I said it, I'll come back on here for another, y'all can research yourself. December 21st is the bomb diggity. After December 21st, life is going to be completely different. And we're working up to that right now. Thank God, thank the universe that we'll be given an opportunity to clean all of this stuff out. Like, why not? Why the fuck not? And why am I paying attention to your old bratish ways of dealing with things? I'm not doing it anymore. Are you? To anybody and everybody, are you? Hear what I'm saying, y'all. I'm going to say it about 5 million times over. What's interesting on Saturday, Venus is quincunx Pluto. Value of some type of transformation irritates you. Ain't that funny? I put, you fancy now. Why? Venus has to do with value and quality, money, love, how you want to be loved. It's irritating Pluto. This is on Saturday, y'all. With Pluto brings power, right? Transformation. Pluto brings destruction. So if you have value, a little irritated by this transformation, it's kind of like everything that I was just saying without even knowing it, right? Is that you leveling up. You bringing more value to who you are and who you want to be. You know what I mean? You feel like you, just for a word, a little descriptive word, you feel like you fancy now. It's irritating somebody's power, your power, somebody else's vision of power towards you. Their understanding of your power, who you were versus who you are now. There's an irritation. How you leveling up, how you visualizing quality in your life is irritating the fuck out of somebody's position to not intimidate you anymore, or not to make you powerful, or not to make them powerful. Y'all get where I'm going? Do I need to reiterate that? So, again, this is not no dig to anybody. And please don't take this sensitively for anybody that's on here. But when I moved into this new space, which is an awesome space, as y'all can tell behind me, it's really dope. And I'm very, very blessed to be here. And I worked hard to get here, right? Certain folks and people and energies will come around and go, oh, you fancy now. Yeah. I am. You know why? Because I worked for it. Because I deserve it. Venus. That's the fancy. That's the value. Pluto, it being irritated by Pluto, says, oh, I don't like this power structure. I don't feel, thank you, I appreciate that. I don't feel powerful now. I don't have anything to put up over your head. I don't feel less than you in these ways. That's irritating the fuck out of me. Said by the person or possibly within yourself. Check it, is what I'm saying. Check it. Why is your power and your level up, or anybody else's power and level up, honestly, irritating you? Why? Because you want to do it so badly? Don't join people. Again, my whole message, 35 minutes in, god damn. 35 minutes in is like, don't join people, even though the sun is in Libra. Join spirit. Join spirit. So once you ask God what it is that you need to do in order to level up yourself and become your higher self, you can come back down to this space and time and be a better partner for people. Folks want you to show up. It ain't personal. Just show the fuck up for yourself so I can show up for you on down the line. Because we all got things to do. Are y'all seeing this? Y'all feeling this? And I'm going to end with this. On Sunday at 3:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury goes into Scorpio, which will be there a little while because it's going to go retrograde on October, what day is that shit? October 13th. Mercury's going to go retrograde, but on Sunday it's going to go into Scorpio, which is going to bring the talk and the communication about partnerships and seeing each other in their reflections. Even though the sun will still be in Libra, it's about talking it, right? It's about communicating it, right? On Sunday, when it goes into Scorpio, though, it becomes a little deeper, as you already may have suggested, or I should say already thought about. It becomes a little deeper. It becomes a little bit more emotional. It's probably still along the lines of partnership, but now that's why spirit, the universe, is perfect. Yo, get the information together now in this air sign Mercury, air sign Sun. Find out what's rational and what will work for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because when Mercury goes into Scorpio, it's plummeting. It's going deep into the depths of your emotion, and it may pull out some shit that you ain't never ever seen before. More stuff. More stuff. There's always more stuff. And if you're exhausted by the more stuff, you may need to start working out. And I mean working out, physically working out, mentally working out, spiritually working out, getting yourself prepared. You know why? Because the shit don't end until we get the hell up out of here. This is the gym, y'all. We came to the planet to work it out. Everything. Whatever you decided to work out this time around. So get used to continuously working it out. How it becomes better is your perception of it. And the fact that you put these glasses on, that you see something totally different. I'm healing through it because I'm healing through it. And if you're disturbing that, you may have to kick rocks. If you want to help me, come on in. Again, it takes a little while to get there. Trust and believe, and I totally am not there all the way. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the ride. When Mercury goes into Scorpio on Sunday, start thinking hella deep and pulling up the shit that, that resides in the corner. And be honest with yourself and continue to talk about it. Again, because we on the level up. And we have to pull stuff out of the closet. If it bothers you, say something. Without blaming people. Say, I take responsibility for that because I may have reflected that on this situation one time or another, on another relationship. I learned that from my mother, I learned that from my father, whatever the fuck. Take responsibility and accountability for who you are, because as we level up, we can't bring that with us. Catch the wave, y'all. Catch the wave, all right? I think I spoke enough. We're down into 40 minutes. I'm never going this long, but I pray that you received a lot, a little bit. Sometimes a little bit is all we need, y'all, to get to the next situation. Be good to yourself. Be good to people that are around you. Stay strong within you so you can be strong for everybody around you. Sometimes we don't need to give it to them. We just have to be the example of it. And they catch on when they catch on. If not from you, from somebody else. Preferably from themselves and from spirit. Okay? I think the lady's coming back. I'm gonna go. Y'all be good and take care. How you turn this thing off?